This channel is for entertainment purposes only. We do not promote any kind of superstition. They say no one can stop time, but in the Treta Yuga, there was a practice through which the wheel of time itself could be bent. The gods called it the Kaalchakra Ritual, a rite so powerful it could tear down the wall between life and death. But whoever tried to perform it either got lost somewhere in the river of time or became something unfit to live in this world. Music. Raghav steps out of his car, his soaked clothes clinging to him, hands trembling from the cold. In front of him sits an Aghori, long matted locks, body smeared in ash, eyes closed. Raghav, I've heard you can call the dead back. Aghori, bringing back the dead is not easy. Who have you lost? Raghav, my wife Suman. She passed away in an accident last month. I want her back. Aghori, the wheel of time, once it turns, cannot be reversed. It is against creation's law, but the Kaalchakra Ritual, it is so ancient that the one performing it may be swallowed by time itself. You must spend 12 nights in the cremation grounds. Each night you will be sent into a different time. If you survive until the final night, your wife may return. But there will be a condition, Raghav. I'll accept any condition, Aghori. Then tomorrow night, the ritual begins. Raghav and Suman's story looked ordinary from the outside, but their love ran far deeper than most could ever know. She was his world, the reason for every breath. They couldn't live even a moment apart. One rainy evening, Suman stood on the balcony. Raghav came from behind and wrapped her in his arms. Suman, startled, Raghav, what are you doing? Someone will see. Raghav, smiling, so what? The whole world should know how much I love you. Suman, oh really? And how much do you love me? Raghav, serious. If anything ever happened to you, I wouldn't be able to live. Suman, softly, don't ever say that, silly. You don't know. I'll never leave you. But fate had already written another story. Her laughter, her voice, her warmth, all had turned into a haunting silence. Back at the cremation grounds, the Aghori tossed ashes into the fire. The flames suddenly surged higher, as if a shadow was trying to escape. Aghori, if you are truly ready, listen. This is no ordinary ritual. Each night, you will descend into the stream of time. What you see will not only be the past, but perhaps the future as well. Can you accept every truth? Raghav, I know I'm interfering with nature's law, but for me, there is no difference between life and death without Suman. I'll endure anything. The Aghori fell silent for a moment, then he spoke again. Tomorrow night the wheel of time will turn, and what happens will change your soul forever. Rain still fell, each drop heavy, but perhaps it was not just water, it was destiny's first knock. The third watch of the night darkness, the cremation ground, burning pyres, the hum of mantras, the crackling of fire. The Aghori sat in the center, immersed in the ritual. Before him, he built a fire pit, filling it with human bone powder, crow feathers, and rare herbs. Raghav watched in awe. This was no ordinary sorcerer. This man had torn down the veil between life and death. The atmosphere pulsed with vibrations. Raghav could feel it in his chest. Aghori, this ritual is not simple. Before you begin, you must know the rules. To tamper with the flow of time is to invite death itself. This ritual takes 12 nights. Each night you will step into a different time, sometimes the past, sometimes the future. Do not try to interpret what you see. Just accept it, Raghav. And if I fail, Aghori, if you abandon it midway, the river of time will drag you away. Neither alive nor dead, Raghav. Will I be able to speak to Suman? Aghori. Perhaps, but remember, what returns is never the same. Even if Suman comes back, will she truly be the one you lost? Raghav. I am ready for any outcome. The Aghori pricked his thumb and let drops of blood fall into the fire. His chanting grew intense. The flames roared wildly. The first night. Raghav's eyes fly open. He is in an old palace, walls crumbling with moss and dust. Suddenly a soft laugh echoes, Suman's laugh. Raghav whispers, Suman, is that you? He steps forward. An old mirror stands before him. Inside, Suman's reflection. But as he approaches, the image distorts, twisting into a dark shadow before vanishing. Darkness swallows him, and he returns to the cremation grounds. Raghav, shaken. What was that? Aghori, the first layer of time, only the beginning, the second night. He finds himself in a dark cave. Monks sit in a circle, chanting in an unknown tongue. One turns toward him, eyes pure white. Monk, your soul seeks an answer, but can you endure it? Before Raghav can respond, a vision strikes him. Suman's death flashes before his eyes. It wasn't an accident. She had been murdered, and the killer's face, it was his own. Raghav, screaming, no, that's a lie. I could never. The vision blurs. He's back in the present. Aghori, time only shows truth. But was it truth or illusion? That is for you to decide. Sweat poured from Raghav's brow. Fear gripped him for the first time. The sixth night. This time he is at home, and there she is, Suman, alive. Suman, Raghav, why are you awake so late? Raghav, shocked. Suman, you're alive? Suman, laughing. Of course I am. What nonsense are you talking about? He holds her. I've missed you so much. She laughs, but the laughter distorts. Her face darkens, eyes turning black. Suman, whispering, you called me. Now you can never leave me. Raghav screams, and everything collapses into darkness again. Every night, Raghav met a different Suman, sometimes tender, sometimes monstrous, sometimes drenched in blood, sometimes smiling eerily, but her eyes always held a terrifying void. This torment continued for 12 nights, each one draining his soul further. Finally, smoke rose from the sacred fire, and from it a figure emerged. Suman, softly, Raghav, you brought me back. Raghav, weeping with joy. Yes, now we'll be together, forever. She smiled, but her eyes were strange. The Aghori's concentration broke. His eyes widened in fear. Aghori, shouting, Raghav, step back! This is not the Suman you knew. Raghav, confused. What do you mean? Aghori, the Kaalchakra Ritual can summon any soul, but no one knows if it will be the one you seek. Suman's voice was soft, but her eyes burned. Suman, Raghav, come into my arms. You worked so hard. Nothing can separate us now. He takes a step toward her. The Aghori hurls ashes into the fire. Suman shrieks. Her skin blackens. Her eyes blaze red. Her bones twist and crack. Her face elongates into something monstrous. Aghori, this is no soul. It is a demon wearing her form. If you embrace it, you will be cursed too. Raghav watches in horror as the false Suman burns to ash, screaming until nothing remains. He falls to his knees, hollow tears streaming down his face. The Aghori looks at him, no pity in his eyes, only harsh truth. Aghori, what is gone should never be called back. You did this for love, but without understanding its true meaning. Those who try to bend the wheel of time always regret it. Life and death must remain in balance. The pyres still burned quietly around him, as if nothing had happened. But within Raghav, everything was gone. He had learned the harshest truth. Death is final. a sacred balance even love cannot break. In longing to bring back the lost, Raghav learned that tampering with the cycle of life and death brings not solace, but chaos. True love is not bound to the body. It lives in the soul, in the memories we keep alive. To cherish them is real love, not to defy destiny.